Hi, and welcome to video 13 in the Ableton Tips and Tricks video series. Today I'm going to be discussing subtractive production and how to use it in writing and arranging house music. This goes along with my previous video where I discussed minimalism and why it's a good idea to pursue for writing music. I also want to point out that I saw this tutorial posted a few months ago, used it for myself, and found it to work very effectively. And now I'm going to show how I use it in my way to write a tech house track I was working on. So that being said, let's get started. What you'll notice first off is that I have no other windows open except the giant arrangement view window in Ableton. And the reason this is because I don't want to worry about instantiating more synthesizers or instantiating any more audio than I already have. And if you notice, I've got 17 tracks of audio total, which I feel is fine for the track I'm working on. So what I'm going to do is play back the 16 beat loops twice, and then we will go from there. Just to give you an idea of what we're working with today. So that is all of the audio I have for the time being. I really don't have any other ideas of other sounds I want to add, so I'm going to work with what I've got. And right now I have all the audio that I want to work with at this point. So what I want to do first is write the intro, and generally what that is strictly percussion. Sometimes a bass line, but for this I don't really want a bass line to start off. So what I'm going to do is select the G chord at the bottom, select Shift, select all of these with my mouse, and press Command D and duplicate everything. So what you're going to see is that it's an exact duplicate of what was in the intro. And now what I'm going to do is press Shift again, select the audio below the percussion, and press Delete. And now all I have to work with is the percussion. So let's see now how the track sounds right now. Well, I've got the percussion I want, but I still feel in the very beginning here that there's still too much going on, and I feel it would all be better utilized in the chorus. So what I'm going to do is actually start putting in bass. So I'm going to loop this, and what I'm going to do is actually start adding and muting tracks back and forth to see what works. And I do this by pressing 0 on my keyboard. And what I'm going to start doing is just taking it away and seeing how it all gels together at this point in the mix. Okay, so I'm happy with that, and what you noticed was I was adding and subtracting the audio where I felt it was appropriate. So now what I'm going to do is once more select all of this audio and press Command D. And then I'm going to select the vocoder IO, and then select all of this audio and press Delete. And now what I've got is I've got percussion in my intro, followed by adding in the bass line, and now I've got all of the audio once more to add in again. I'm going to press Command L, loop this, and now start adding in other elements like vocoder IO, perhaps the pads and the grand piano. So I like that, And now what I'm going to do is once more do the exact same thing. And I'm going to select G chord, select all of the audio, press Command D. An exact duplicate shows up once more. I'm going to select grand piano, hold down Shift, select the G chord, and press delete. And once more, you see right now what's developing is this reverse upside down staircase. But what you notice is that audio is getting added on, and we're turning this into a progressive house tune. So finally what I'm going to do to end this tutorial is finally work with the final 6 elements and figure out what I want and what I don't want for this part in my track. I press Command L, we loop this, and begin once more. So I'm happy with how this sounds. I added the bell in at the last minute because I feel that's appropriate. And this will be serving as the intro for the track that I want to work with and start building and progressing upon. But you notice all I'm doing is I'm not instantiating any other synths. I'm not doing anything else except working with the audio I already have. And this works extremely well for house. It's a great way to make house music. And I wish I knew of it sooner because it just absolutely saved me tons and tons of time with doing that. So that concludes this video, and I hope this helps you in your endeavor to possibly write house music or progressive house music, or possibly any type of music. So that being said, this concludes the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and take care.